welcome you all back to my YouTube channel. So we've got this question that we want to answer. This is binomial expansion, finding an independent term. So the question is saying, find the independent term in the expansion of open bracket 2x plus 1 over 3x squared to the power 9. How can you find the independent term in this binomial expansion? So what you are going to do, the first thing that you need to know is the formula for the what? For finding independent terms, formula for finding coefficients. Have you seen? So now we've got this formula that we get to use whenever we want to find a term in a binomial expansion. So what is the formula? The formula that we get to use is this formula, where you are going to say that k, like this, then you t k plus 1, you do this, is equal to what? N factorial over n minus k factorial, then k factorial, like this, then you say a n minus k b what? B k. This is the formula that we use whenever we want to find a term in a binomial expansion. So in this case, we want to find the independent term. We want to find the what? The independent term. So how can we find the independent term? So it is very simple. So you know that first a and b, you know a and what? A and b. So what is your a? Your a is this one here. So we say a simple data a is equals to 2x. What is your b? B is equal to what? B is equal to 1 over 3x squared, like that. That is what? That is your b. Then you also have your n, which is the power, is equal to what? Is equal to 9. So now you use the data here which is given, the data here which we have, then we substitute in this formula which is here. This is what we are going to do. So what are we going to do? So why are we doing this? The reason why we are doing this is so that we find the value of k. So after we find the value of k, then it will be very easy for us to find the independent term. So we find the value of what? We first find the value of k. So how can we find the value of k? We use the data which is given there in this what? In this formula. So this is equal to, have you seen? So n factorial, that is 9 factorial, over, we've got what? 9 there. Have you seen? N. So 9 minus k, I do this, then I put a factorial there, then k factorial. This is what I'm going to do. What is my a? My a is what? So 2x. Have you seen 2x? So I can do this if I want. Then 9 minus k. What is my b? Getting the data which is there. So this is, there's a multiplication there. 1 over what? 3x squared. It's, then I cross like this. Then power what? You follow that. There is power k, like this. This is what you are going to do. So after you do that, after reaching there, the next thing that you need to do, the next thing that you are going to do now is to do what? To evaluate this. You are going to do what? You are going to evaluate. So how can you evaluate this? So you are going to do what? You are going to evaluate. After you do everything, you do the calculations. So after you evaluate, what are you going to come up with? So what you are going to come up with will be like this. Is what you are going to have. So here, this one here, have you seen here? There is what? You are multiplying, which means even these numbers are raised to these powers. So this part here will maintain. Have you seen? So I'm going to maintain this part. I won't touch that part. So I'm going to maintain. So 9 factorial over 9 minus k. I do this. This is what I'm going to do. So factorial, k factorial. So this one, it means that this, there is 2. 2 is raised to that power. So 2 is raised to the power 9 minus k. even the x, so I'm putting here, this is multiplication, seeing there is multiplication, x raised to the power 9 minus what? Minus k. Have you seen? This is what it means. So I've just interpreted that. So even this part here, I want you to understand this part clearly. I want you to get and this part that is here. Have you seen? So 1 to the power k. Whenever we are talking about 1 to the power k, we've got 1 to the power what? K. 1 to the power k. So 1 to the power k. That 1 to the power k. This is what? Division. So to make you understand, this is what I'm going to do. You know that this can also be written the other way around, right? You know that this can also be written in a way that you understand. Have you seen? So I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to say that this can also be written as times. There is a 1 there. Have you seen? I say 1. Then I say over. I'm going to do this. Then there is what? 3 is raised to the power k. 3 is also raised to the power what? Power k. Don't forget that. 3 is raised to the power what? Power k. So since 3 is raised to the power what? To the power k, even this one here is going to be raised to the power k. So I'm going to do this x squared in brackets, then I put a k outside. Have you seen? Doing this. Then you also write this thing here. So this will maintain, this will maintain. So we want to expand this part here, which is here. So this can also be this. So if you want, you can just write this so that you follow 9 minus k factorial k factorial. So we've got 2 9 minus k multiplied by x 9 minus k. So when this one comes on top there, it's 1 over. So which means this power will be negative. So times 3 the power negative what? Negative k times what? X. We've got x the power what? Negative 2k. Have you seen? This is 2k. So when it goes on top negative, since it is being divided. Have you seen? It is being what? Divided. It is being divided. So our main aim is to find the independent term. So independent term means that you are having something that is like this. Independent term x to the power 0. That's the independent term. X to the power what? Power 0. X to the power 0. So that's the what? The independent term. X to the power what? Power 0. This is what you need to know. So x to the power what? Power 0. That's the independent term. So what I'm going to do is this. So since this is what I'm doing, so I'm going to get these values having x. Have you seen these values that are having x? Then I equate them. So they are what? X 9 minus k, like this. Then multiplied by what? X negative 2k, which is equal to the independent term, which is x power what? Power 0. Have you seen? X to the power what? 0. So x to the power 0 will give me a 1, which is an independent term. So you know that whenever you are dealing with same bases, you add the what? You add the powers. So I'm going to have x there. So I'm going to maintain the x. X will do what? X will maintain. So after I maintain x, I add this. So adding this means that this is what I'm doing. So I'm saying 9 minus k. So 9 minus k, then plus doesn't change anything. Plus negative 2, like that. So this is 9 minus k minus 2k. So it's 9 minus what? 3k. This is what I'm going to have. Have you seen? This is what I'm having. So since this is what I'm having, what am I going to do here? So power 9 minus 3k, which is equal to what? X to the power what? X power 0. So x power 0, this can also be written. Have you seen the way it is like this? So x and x, they are going to equate. So if they are going to equate, then what I'm going to have, this is what I'm going to remain with. So I'm going to remain with 9 minus 3k is equal to what? 0. Where negative 3k is equal to what? Negative 9. So if you divide both sides by negative 3, you are going to have k to be what? Your k, the value of k will be equal to what? 3. if you divide over negative 3 over negative 3, you discover that the value of k will be what? 3. So this is the value of k. We now have what? We now have k. So we want to find the independent term. Have you seen? We now have k, which is our what? 3. K is what? K is 3, which has made our work to be easy now. So I know that k is 3. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to love this part. I know that k is what? Don't forget. K is what? 3. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to love this part here. This part, I'm going to love this part. So I know that k is what? K is 3. So what did I do? I had to get x. These two. I had to get this one. Also had to get this other one. So I'm going to get this then with that. So I'm going to have 9 factorial over k is what? 3. 9 minus 3, 6. So 6 factorial. K is 3. 3 factorial. Have you seen? Then we've got 2 here. So multiply by, that is multiplication. 2. Then we've got what? 9 minus 3, which is 6. So the power at 6 multiplied by that one is 3. 3 to the power at negative 3. This is the information that I'm going to have here. Have you seen? This is the information. So after you do all the calculations here, after we do all the calculations which are here, the answer that we are going to find, that's our what? That's the answer. Have you seen? So we now do the what? The calculations. We now do the calculations. So what are the calculations? You start doing the calculations now. So here what this means that, okay, here these 6 of these will be cancelled. Have you seen? 6 of those will be what? Cancelled. So what you are going to have is that instead of starting from 1 up to, no, we start from what? 7. So on top there we're going to have 7 times 8 times 9. Have you seen? This is what we are going to have. This is what we are going to have. This is what we are going to remain with. So after we do that, after doing that, you know that, okay, down here, what are you remaining with? So what's the value there? What's the value? So here we've got 3 factorial. 3 factorial, this is a 6. Have you seen? 3 factorial is a 6. You say, what is 2 to the power 6? What is 2 to the power 6? What is the answer? 2 to the power 6. What answer are you getting? 2 to the power 6. So 2 to the power 6, what answer are you going to get? So 2 to the power 6 is 64. So this one you've got a 64 there. Then times. This one there is a negative. So it's just the same as 1 over 3 power 3. 3 power 3 is what? 3 power 3 is 27. So say 20 what? 27. This is what you are going to remain with. This is what you are going to remain with. Have you seen? This is what we are going to remain with. Then we start now the division. We start the division now. So this is what we are going to do. 2 there, it is what? 3. 2 there, it is 4. Have you seen? 3 there, 1. 3 there, it is 3. Have you seen? Like this. 3 there, 1. 3 there, it is a 9. Have you seen? These are the numbers. So let me write this so that we see the numbers that I've remained with. I've remained with 7 times 4, like that, times what? 64. Over what? Over 9. This is the value that I've remained with. Have you seen? I've remained with what? That. That's the value that I've remained with. So if I multiply this, what answer am I going to have if I multiply this? Like 4 times 7 times 64. Which answer am I going to have? So the answer that I'm going to have, it will be what? 17, 7, like this, 1792 over what? Over 9, like this. Have you seen? This is what I've what? This is what I've found. This is the answer which I've found. Have you seen like this? This is what we've calculated. So if now we go back to our question, So if we try to go back to our question where we had to put x here, have you seen like this? So the independent term is this. This is our answer. This is the what? The independent term. This is the independent term. Have you seen? That is your independent what? That is our independent term. That's how we get to calculate it. To this YouTube channel, don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. So if you want to get in touch with me, you can contact me on this WhatsApp line. This is my WhatsApp line. So hope we've seen this answer. 1792 over 9. This is the independent term in that expansion that we were doing. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm going to put my line here. So you can WhatsApp me on this WhatsApp line +2609710667447. This is my WhatsApp line. You can contact me on this, which is +2609710666747. If you've got a tutorial sheet that you need help in, I can help you at an affordable fee. Thank you so much.